Number 9, write the equation of a circle in standard form whose diameter is AB, where A is -211 and B is 623. Okay, in order to do this, you need to know the equation of a circle. All right. The way that you can find or easily remember the equation of a circle is by thinking of the Pythagorean theorem. What is the Pythagorean theorem? A squared plus B squared equals C squared. And this is the equation for finding the lengths of the sides of a right triangle. Okay. If I had a random point right here and I drew a line from the center. Okay, you know what? I'm using the line tool. I don't want you guys making fun of my terrible lines. All right, I draw a point from the center up to that point. And then if I were to, so if this was on an XY coordinate grid, as it will be, because we're going to have these coordinate points, if we go perfectly straight this way, that's going to be essentially just in my X direction, right? And then the vertical direction, straight up and down, when I connect those, is going to give me a right triangle. And that right triangle is going to have a right angle right here. The hypotenuse of the right triangle is R. The first leg is going to be X, or at least in terms of X. And then the other leg is going to be in terms of Y. And if this center point has been shifted to a point corresponding to HK, then we can think of the actual distance of this leg being X minus the distance of H. And the length of this leg is Y minus the distance of K. So the circle equation is X minus H squared, that's our A value, plus Y minus K squared, that's our B squared value, equals R squared, that's our hypotenuse, our C squared value, okay? So we are trying to find the equation. We need the H, we need the K, we need the R. So let's go ahead and label ourselves a few points on this circle and then just designate those A and B. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to do the job, okay? So let's say that we've got a point right here. We'll just use that same point. And then it says the diameter is AB. So if we go through the center to the other side of the circle, this would be B right here. Well, let's actually at least try and keep the coordinates right. -211 would be on this side. -211. That's going to be our A. And then if we go to the right and we go up, we're going to have our B value, which is our B coordinate, which is 623. Okay. So we have to figure out what the center point is, and we can do that using these points that are provided. I know that this point, because it is in the center of the circle, this is going to be exactly halfway between -2 and +6. If you want to find the X value that is exactly halfway between -2 and 6, you just add them together and divide by 2. -2 plus 6 equals 4. And if you divide 4 by 2, you get 2. So the H value of this point is going to be 2. That's halfway between the -2 and the 6. You do the exact same thing to find the Y value. We're going to add 11 and 23 together. 11 plus 23 equals 34. Divide 34 by 2 and get 17. And that's our K value. So when we fill in our equation, we're almost there actually. We have X minus H, so X minus 2 squared, plus Y minus K, which is 17, squared, equals, we need our R squared. We need the R squared value. And the way that we're going to find that is by using our Pythagorean theorem to find the radius, okay? So I can draw a straight line out this way, a straight line down this way. I have a right angle right here. Well, that was supposed to be a pen. Right angle right here. And I know the length of this leg is going to be the distance from 2 to 6. 4, the X value, right? Because we're going left and right. 2 to 6 is 4. from 17 to 23 is 6 units. Okay, so in order to find the r value, we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem. 4 squared plus 6 squared equals r squared. 4 squared plus 6 squared equals r squared. 4 squared is 16. 6 squared is 36. So 16 plus 36 is 52. And that is equal to r squared. And here's the great part. I don't have to take the square root of this to find r at all because I'm just looking for r squared in this equation. So it would be 52 is r squared. And that is the equation of this circle. I know it's been a long time since geometry. Some of you may not have learned this, but review this a few times, and this is going to be such an easy question. Thank you for watching.